Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first video of the Pokemon League Association, or the PLA. PLA is a battling format league similar to those of the UCL and the GBA. Instead, though, it is a group of people not associated with those two groups. Brand new teams, brand new light, bunch of small channels like me. Oh, I'm so excited, and today we're going to be doing a draft analysis. Okay, I'm done being serious. Hey everybody, Beastie Flacco here, and welcome to the first video of the PLA, which is a draft format battling league like the GBA and UCL. Oh, I'm so excited. Today we're going to be doing a draft analysis for my team. I am Beastie Flacco, the coach of the New York Noiverns. And today we are going to be going over our draft analysis. So if you guys are ready and excited to see our team and looking for battles in the PLA, and if you are a proud supporter of the New York Noiverns, make sure you go in and crit and like button down below. And if you want to keep up to date with the PLA and the New York Noiverns, make sure you go and hit that subscribe button. Okay, I'm going to head over to Team Builder and Showdown and head to the PLA folder, as we're going to go over our OU picks. The PLA is different from like the UCL and the GBA. We got a total of 20 Pokemon to work with, 4 from each tier, 2 of them being Mega Pokemon. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, our draft's threatening. If you get to see through like the team previews, our team's threatening. Very, very threatening. Just look at all of these threats, man. No, stop it. Very, very threatening. I'm very excited to go over all of these, and I want to try to use every single one of these Pokemon throughout the GBA, PLA. So first we're going to lead with one of the potential captains of the team. I'm not going to say he is the captain, but there are a couple Pokemon right off the bat I have in mind for captain, but I don't know yet. Anyways, we are leading off the team with my first draft pick, Kieran Black, or the GOAT. And I want to go into a little more detail on Kieran Black. I was 8th pick for OU, and he was my round 1 pick. That's why he's in the front. All these are in order I picked. Yeah, I was 8th pick, and he was not drafted. Like, important Pokemon were drafted, like, Mega Venusaur, which is one of the best Megas in the format. Manaphy, one of the most threatening Pokemon too. I'm just surprised Kieran Black wasn't drafted as fast as he was. You know, in the UCL, Joey, coach of the Bronx Bearticks, he drafted Kieran Black first pick, round 1. It was insane. So, having Kieran Black as an 8th round pick is a very shocking, but I don't care. Let's not question it. We have him. So, the GOAT is here. I wanted him. Do I even have to describe why I wanted him? Look at these stats, man. 125 HP, 170 base attack, 100 defense, 120 special attack, 90 defense, special defense, and 95 speed. The lower 2 stats, not the best, but don't get me wrong, there's still some Pokemon wish they could have those stats. Just look at that attack stat, man. Let me show you real quick. Adamant Nature. That's 482 attack. Oh my goodness. Whatever just happened there. That is 482 attack, and it doesn't show it, but I wish it would show the attack stat with Choice Band. But if I gave this thing a Choice Band, the other team has some problems. The other team has some problems indeed. Man, I'm just so excited to use Kieran Black. Get rid of that. I'm just so excited to use Kieran Black. I mean, how often you could use a Kieran Black? Honestly. How often you could use a Kieran Black? Man. Literally, I wanted him whenever I switch him in, or whenever he's in. He's getting a strong hit. He's getting a strong hit on something. Look at this gigantic move pool of just all this power I have at my disposal. Ancient Power, Blizzard, Draco Minion, Dragon Claw, Dragon Pulse, Earth Power, Flash Cannon, Focus Blast, Fusion Bolt, Hidden Powers, Hyper Voice, Ice Beam, Iron Head, Light Screen, Outrage, Psychic. I could put Screens, Return, Rock Slide, Roost, Shadow Ball, Shadow Claw, Signal Beam, Toxic, Zen Headbutt, Substitute, Stone Edge. I have so many options with this thing. And that's what I love about a lot of our team. Our team is so versatile in what we can do. And it gives us a lot of options and leads us to be very unpredictable. Speaking of versatility, I want to go into our second OU pick, which was Mew, or I nicknamed him Nova. And another thing I want to go over, Snake Style was in the draft format, and even after going through a whole round of picks and everything, Mew wasn't chosen. I'm safe to say Mew is the best Pokemon in draft format, by far. Say what you want, Latios, Manaphy, Mega Venusaur. Mew is the best just because of options. 100 base stats total, each stat. 100 base in every stat is good. It means I can run almost anything. And I can run almost anything. Look at this move pool. I have access to almost every move in the game. Mew, what's so good about our draft, I didn't expect to get all this great stuff. I didn't expect to get a versatile Mon like Mew. I didn't expect to get a hard hitter like Kieran Black. All these amazing options I have just with Mew alone. I have almost access to every move in the game, rather than like Draco Meteor and stuff. Imagine Mew had Draco Meteor, bro. But yeah, man, Mew, I can't get over the options I have. Mew is just, what can I say? I really can't say anything that won't be described in a battle. Mew, he's gonna pull some victories. He is going to be an MVP. MVP for sure. Up next, we have something very surprising. The channel mascot is here. We have Gekkoga, the Greninja, and you're all probably wondering, but this is OU. Whatever happened to Greninja being banned? The PLA has specific rules, and one rule is Torrent Greninja is allowed. So I did not waste any time in wanting him being one of my draft picks. I know he won't be as good. He's not Torrent. He's not Torrent. Like, if I did this, I'm just throwing Modest really quick. That's still a good attack stat. And like, even though I'm not getting like all versatility from moves like, you know, Ice Beam, Extra Sensory, Gunk Shot, it's because like I'm not getting stat motors off them. Moves like Hydro Pumps, Scald, Dark Pulse, Dark Void. All these great moves that, look at this. I have like Thief Taunt, Snatch, Night Slash, Hidden Power, HP Dark if I wanted to, Dark Pulse. Oh, not terrible moves. Like his moveset's so versatile. Even if I wanted to, I could run physical. I could run moves like Waterfall, Aqua Jet if I wanted to. Look, if I do plus stat, plus attack. 258, not the best, but one thing I really want about Greninja is speed. He basically outspeeds almost everything in the OU tier. I think barring like Weavile, what's his face? Selgor. Yeah, there's a couple things that are gonna outspeed us, but other than that, Greninja is very fast. I can make him a suicide lead. I have spikes, toxic spikes, all this amazing stuff, and like how, you know how Greninja always gets countered with Shadow Sneak as a priority move? Water Shuriken, that's my priority, and it doesn't get stuffed out by anything like a normal type, how Shadow Sneak is stuffed out by like moves like Arceus in the Uber tier, because, you know, switch in, if he's not holding a Blade, he's normal type. Greninja has no priority. Water Shuriken works the same way. I still have access to Gunk Shot. It's an answer to fairies. I don't know. Greninja might have been an questionable choice, but I'm gonna run him a lot, just because like Greninja was banned before draft formats were even popularized. So people really don't know what Greninja can actually do in draft format. Imagine Greninja with Protean in draft format. Whoa, my goodness. Greninja would be a force. But even then, the New York Noiverns are going to make Greninja a force and going to regret giving me the option to draft my channel mascot. My channel mascot! That's not special. I had no idea. Okay, anyways, our first mega pick was Mega Gardevoir. I nicknamed it Waifu because it's my waifu. And look at it. Mega Gardevoir in all of her glory. This is my Mega. Just look at the stats. her physical stats aren't that good. 165 special attack, 135 special defense, 100 speed. That's all I really have to say. Great. Mega Gardevoir, one of the best, in my opinion, besides like Xerneas or whatever, the best fairy type in the game. She's so versatile with everything I can do. Like, even her physical attack isn't that bad. I mean, it's worse than Greninja's. But, actually, it's not. But yeah, her move pool's great. Look at it. Look, I can, like, she's a heal beller. She's a healing wish. I can play risky with someone if I wanted to. Stab, pixelate, hyper voice. That's something you don't want to mess with. If I even wanted to be that guy. Where is it? God damn it. It's big. But, pixelate hyper beam. I wasn't on hyper beam. Pixelate hyper beam. I can do that. I have these options. I have all these options. I can run Trick Room if I wanted to. Imagine a Trick Room team. Look at this. I have Combine, Dazzling Gleam, Destiny Bond. I can do so many trap sets. Mega Gardevoir is so good not in my opinion, just good in general. And I can even run her as a special wall. I could be support. I could have, like, she has Toxic. Yeah, I have Toxic. I could Toxic Stall if I really wanted to be that guy. Mega Gardevoir just gives me so many options. Not only am I getting a good wall, special defensive wall, I'm getting a very strong hitter. I'm getting a wall breaker. Like, Mega Gardevoir is not one of the, but I have someone that could pick up KOs. I have 2 of the best wall breakers in the game at my disposal. I'm not worried for certain walls. I mean, maybe a couple of them, like Mega Venusaur, I still have no idea what I'm going to do for that. And we're going up against him week 1. But, I don't know. What really, our walls are, and wall breakers, really good stuff. Really, really great stuff. Okay. After Craigasming over Mega Gardevoir Craigasm, as we had the Meteor Falls Craigasm last time in our Pokemon Emerald LP. Up next is our second Mega Evolution, Mega Ampharos. Aftershock is his nickname. I wanted him because, look at those stats. Not only are we getting, like, the same special attack stat as Mega Gardevoir, this man's fat. Ampharos is fat. Look at this. Look at this. Look at 319. Look at that. Look how fat he is. He's so fat. 350. 339. He's so fat. Oh my goodness. Let's go into a little more detail. I wanted Mega Ampharos as a wall, and he does his job very well. He is a very strong wall that I can play on both physical and special sides. He's great at what he does. He's a very good Mega in the UU tier. In my opinion, underrated. I don't play UU tier that often. I mean, I don't play well in general. I'm not a very good battler. As I posted that Power V-Tran video, later on that day I figured out Power V-Tran is kind of common. So I was like, oh, that made me look like an idiot. I didn't want to delete it. There, don't matter. But yeah, I just wanted a fat wall that's going to deal good damage. And I'm definitely looking for that from Mega Ampharos. Going to be running him a lot. Definitely going to be hard because I have 2 very good Megas that I want to use a lot. I don't know, I'll have to be on the situation. I still have no idea what the PLA rules are. Like, since I have Mega Gardevoir, do I have options for regular Gardevoir as well? If that's the case, I'll be running Gardevoir a lot and Mega Ampharos. But then even then, I could run Mega Ampharos. No, Mega Gardevoir. And not run Ampharos, because Ampharos is pretty booty. But, nah, Ampharos could hold his own. But I have a lot of options, and I'm very happy I have 2 hard-hitting Megas on my team. Up next in the UU tier, our second pick is Cobalt the Empoleon. I wanted Empoleon for 2 reasons. One, I wanted a defogger. I really wanted a defogger, and that was my main concern with Empoleon. Also, that is a part of our core, which you will see later on. But Empoleon is a very good mon. Those stats do not lie. I could run him as a physical sweeper. I could run him as a special sweeper with, like, agility. I can run Swords Dance if I wanted to. I have a knockoffer. It's Earthquake. All these great moves. Hone Claws, Ice Beam, such a good moveset. Toxic. Overall, his moveset is just so diverse in what he does. For some reason, he doesn't get Roost. He's a penguin. If Empoleon had Roost, he'd be much higher than he is. He would be OU like that. But that's what we have to deal with. We have agility, we have priority in the form of Aqua Jet. That's the one thing I was pretty worried about this team, priority. We really don't have a lot, which sadly you'll get into in our next pick, but I'll have a little discussion about our next pick. But yeah, I'm very happy with Napoleon. He was like, besides Mega Ampharos, who was my #1 UU pick, he was like probably right next to it. If I didn't get Mega Ampharos, I was like, I'm gonna be disappointed, but I'm okay as long as no one gets Empoleon. Then I'll be fine, because he's also a rock user. I wanted just a very... he's good. That's really all I can say. Empoleon's very good. That physical defense isn't the best, but, you know, it's still manageable. And special defense, very great. Very nice. I have a lot of options for Napoleon, and I'm very happy I was able to snag him. Up next, we have Easy Bake, the Odomheat. I wanted Odomheat because he was a part, if you can see from the top, he's a part of our Water, Fire, Grass core, which is a very good defensive core. I have 3 very defensive Water, Fire, and Grass Mons, which, when I put up to the test, they can take hits, and they can deal back hits. Odomheat is no exception. The one thing about Odomheat, though, is there was one Pokemon that wasn't drafted the whole time, Arcanine, and I'm very upset Arcanine wasn't drafted. Because literally, after I drafted Odomheat, about 2 minutes later, I was looking through the list of all the Pokemon I was drafted, and Arcanine wasn't drafted. I was so upset. No one got him, though, at the end, which is very surprising. Arcanine is a very good mon, especially in League format. Not even just the League format in general. Arcanine is a force. Those stats are very good. 100 physical attack, 80 defense. He could run basically anything, Arcanine, just because those stats are so well-rounded. But, unfortunately, we didn't get him. No one did, actually. But Odomheat is here. I wanted Odomheat primarily because look at those defensive stats. I could run him physical defensive or special defensive. I don't have to just run him regular special defense like Empoleon. I have options, which is why another Pokemon in our Fire, Water, Grass core also has a lot of options to where I can run physical or special. And Empoleon will probably be run more special. So those 2 Pokemon could so Easy Bake and our next Pokemon, as you can see, little Sonic up here, they can definitely be run in more physically defensive, or even if I need more special defense. Because, Mega Gardevoir and Mega Ampharos, they can both run the same thing. Gardevoir can run special defensive. And even if I wanted to, I could run physically defensive Pure and Black too. So, yeah, a lot of bulk on this team, and very strong. And we also have a couple of and we have some speed, which was another thing I was pretty worried about, but made up with in the end with the lower tiers. Test some pretty fast mons, not even gonna lie. Yeah, Odomheat's here. He's going to be a proud member of the New York Noiverns, and I can't wait to see what he'll do on the battlefield. Up next, we have Shaven the Sonic. Sonic the Shaven. Can I put Sonic the Hedgehog? Sonic the Hedgehog. No, I'm just going to put Sonic. But we have Sonic here. Another part of our Fire, Water, Grass core, and he was the part that I was very proud of with options. I have, look, another Pokemon with 100 in each stat, which isn't bad, because I have all these options. I can run him physically defensive, special defensive. I have Natural Cure, just in case someone toxics me or something. I have Aromatherapy, which could be a very good, what's space? Clerk. I have Dazzling Gleam, Earth Power, Energy Ball, the infamous Seed Flare, which will always miss for me. Swords Dance, Substitute, Synthesis, Tailwind, Toxics, and Headbutt. All these good options. Of course, Shaman is nowhere near as good as Shaman Skyform, but, you know, Shaman Sky, pretty damn busted. But Shaman is here. She is a proud member. Oh, you're generalist. I'm gonna say you're female though. She is a proud member of the New York Noiverns, and she's going to put in the finest of work throughout these 12 weeks. Up next, we have Gangstar, the Scrafty. I wanted Scrafty simply for an Intimidator. Scrafty leads off our RU picks, as he was my first mon drafted in RU, and I'm so happy no one snagged Scrafty from me. Scrafty has 3 amazing abilities with Intimidate, Shedskin, and Moxie, all which I can put to use. He is a very good wall in both defense and special defense, and a very good attack stock to boot. I have moves I have Dragon Dance, one of the best setup moves in the game. I have very good options on my physical side with Brick Break, Bulk Up, Crunch, Dragon Claw, Dragon Tail if I want to do Drain Punch. Fake Out if I wanted to, Fire Punch, all the punches, Head Smash I have if I really wanted to be that guy, High Jump Kick, Ice Punch, Iron Head, Outrage, Poison Jab, he still doesn't get Gunk Shot, but Poison Jab, Power Up Punch, I could run Rest Talk if I really wanted to. Scrafty is great, and I really love Scrafty. Shout outs to Callum. Scrafty is going to be a very main part of this team, in my opinion. He's so versatile in what he does, and he's, I think, the first physical attacker we have. No, how did I forget the GOAT? How did I forget the greatest of all time? But, you know, Scrafty, he's going to be very, very helpful during these weeks, and I'm happy I snagged him. Up next, we have Explode! Our Exploud. I wanted Exploud because he is also a very versatile mon in terms of his move pool. I have Blizzard, Boom Burst, Stab, Boom Burst. As special side, I have moves like Flamethrower, Fire Blast, Ice Beam, Overheat, Shadow Ball. All these really good moves that I have access to. And then on the physical side, we have moves like Crunch, Double Edge, Earthquake, Ice Punch, Low Kick, Outrage, Power Up Punch, Return, Thunder Punch, then Headbutt. All these awesome options that Exploud gets, and he's such an underrated Pokemon. Having 91 in both offensive stats is good. Why is this like that? But max attack, it'll be the same for special attack too. That's 309. That's very good. And if we give it something like a Choice Band or Choice Specs, depending on the week, Exploud can be very good late game sleeper. Sleeper. He's gonna sleep in the back of the party. Rest Talk. Can I run Rest Talk? I can run Rest Talk if I want to do. He can be sleeping in the back of the party and taking out mons all day. Sleep Talk, Surf. Sleep Talk, Flamethrower. Sleep Talk, Crunch. Sleep Talk, Outrage. Explode. Welcome to the team. Up next we have Bizarro, the Emboar. I was gonna nickname him Ganondorf, you know, the typical name, but then I was like, who plays Ganondorf? I was like, Bizarro Flame, Purple Flames when he's shiny. Bizarro was the name for Emboar. Emboar's really good. I like Emboar. He's a very good hard hitter. 123 physical attack, 100 special attack if I need be, 110 HP. Those defenses, not the best, but I have great moves. Body Slam, Brick Break, Earthquake, Flare Blitz, Focus Blast if need be, Hammer Arm, Head Smash, Heavy Slam, Overheat, Poison Jab, Power Up Punch, Rock Slide, Sucker Punch, which is a move that not a lot of people know Emboar has. Sucker Punch is great. Superpower, Thunder Punch, Toxic, Wild Charge, Will-O-Wisp, Zen Headbutt. Emboar is so strong, and the move pool backs it up. He has, once again, versatility, which is what I think this team excels in. Versatility. I have so many options that we're going to leave our opponents guessing each week. What are we going to bring? And why do you not have 31? Attack. So many options we have with this team. I'm so excited to use Emboar. I never get to use Emboar. I mean, maybe I've used in my story playthroughs of Black and White, but not in competitive. I never get to use Emboar. Never get to use Emboar. He's so outclassed by, people think he's so outclassed by, you know, Darmanitan, Flare Blitz, Sheer Force, no. Does Darmanitan have Sucker Punch? No. Does he have all these good moves? Does he have Outrage? Does he have Outrage? Does he have Outrage? Hold up. No. Yeah, focus. No. Damn it. Hold up. It'd be good. Darmanitan, do you get Outrage? No! Don't. Yeah. Emboar. No, I'd say. Welcome to the team, Emboar. That's really all I can say. Up next, we have New York, the Noivern. You're not a gender. You're so female. New York is very fast. New York is very strong. I have good abilities. I have Frisk and Infiltrator. moves that I'll be able to put to good use. I can play a little bit defensively with Frisk. I can find out what items certain Pokemon have, and will give me an advantage over my opponent. I have Infiltrator. Someone tries to set up a sub. Subs. What are those? We have all these great moves. His physical attack isn't that good with a physical move pool, but he has Air Slash, Boom Burst, Stab, Draco Meteor, Dark Pulse, Stab, Dragon Pulse, Flamethrower, Focus Blast, Heat Wave, Hurricane, Stab, Hurricane, Hyper Voice, Moonlight, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Tailwind, Taunt, Toxic, U-Turn, Wild Charge. Switcheroo, if I wanted to be that guy. Be that guy. Noivern is there. I mainly wanted Noivern because he's fast, and up to this point, if you look at our entire UU draft and part of our RU draft, we're pretty slow. Our fastest Pokemon so far I still think is Greninja, but Greninja, it's not like Greninja isn't slow or anything. Greninja, don't you outspeed Greninja? Shoot, you outspeed. Skype, stop it. Yeah, you outspeed Greninja. Goddamn. Alright, so Noivern is our fastest mon so far. 123 speed. Not bad. Look at his speed real quick. Hold up. Look at his speed. Look at his speed. Look at his speed! 379. Baller. Absolutely baller. Noivern, welcome to the team! And another option for captain. Up next, we have Jumanji. For leading off our NU picks, we have Jumanji, the Rhydon. I'm so happy I have you. Such a force. Look at those physical stats. 130 attack, 120 defense, 105 speed, Eviolite. What else can you say? Eviolite turns that piss poor 45 special defense into at least something. It turns that beast 120 physical defense into something great. Hold up. Impish. 372. My defense exceeds 400. Insane. Absolutely insane. Rhydon is strong. Rhydon can take some hits. And Rhydon is here on the New York Noiverns. Look at this moveset. Body Slam, Brick Break, Crunch, Double Edge, Dragon Tail, Earthquake, Drill Run, Fire Punch, Flame... if I wanted to be special. Ice Punch. I was looking at Ice Beam. Mega Horn, Outrage, Poison Jab, Power Up Punch, Return, Roar if I wanted to play defensive, which I most likely will, Rock Blast, Rock Slide, Shadow Claw, Stone Edge, he's a Stealth Rocker, Superpower, Swords Dance, Toxic, I can run Double Dance. Okay, make this a week. I'm running Double Dance. I'm running 1 week Double Dance. I will. I'm put my word to it. Double Dance Rhydon will hit the field. Absolutely. Rhydon, welcome to the New York Noiverns, and I can't wait to use you as always. Up next, we have your SoundCloud. Yeah, your SoundCloud's garbage. I just got Garbodor redrafted for the New York Noiverns. Garbodor I wanted because he's pretty defensive, has a pretty good move pool in terms of what he can do. I wanted him primarily for one move only, Toxic Spikes. Toxic Spike I wanted them on my side. Spikes, I also have another Spikes user. Not even that, his physical attack isn't that bad. I have some good moves on this. I have Drain Punch. I can run Explosion, Facade, Gunk Shot, Stab, Gunk Shot. If I really wanted to, Rock Blast, Seed Bomb. His moveset isn't that good. But, you know, just having a really good defensive mon that I can run. Aftermath is such a good ability. 1/4 of their health. If I run like Rocky Helmet or something, they're losing a lot of health just KOing him. Weak Armor if I wanted to. Stench. I'll probably be running Aftermath though. It's a great ability. Garbodor is going to be great. I love Garbodor. He's such an underrated mon. NU is a really good tier for Garbodor. And when he hits the field, he's going to stink up the field and prove your SoundCloud is garbage. Up next, we have Jukain, the Sceptile. Sceptile I wanted as another fast mon, because up until that point, all of our mons were pretty slow. Sceptile here is no exception to being fast. 339, give it timid, 372. he still get out. He's not one of the best. He is one of the fastest Mon on the team. He's not the fastest Mon on the team, but he's still one of the fastest. Good special attack, amazing move pool, pretty decent physical attack for what it is. Sceptile really does a lot, and although it's not Mega Sceptile, I love to use Mega Sceptile. I can run Life Orb, Choice Scarf. Basically what I want. I move like Earthquake, Dragon Pulse, Dragon Claw, Stab Energy Balls, Stab Grass Knot, Stab Giga Drain, Stab Leaf Blade, Stab Leaf Storm, Stab Low Kick. No. Yeah, man, Sceptile has options. Sceptile has a lot of options. Why do you have Hyper Beam? Sorry, I'm getting a little sick, I feel like. Why do you have Ice Beam? No, not Ice Beam, Hyper Beam. Imagine if you had Ice Beam. If Sceptile had Ice Beam, that would be a little beyond. But Sceptile, definitely a fun Mon that I'm going to have a lot of fun using. Up next we have Ben, the Kabutops. Oh, Ben. Ben. Why did I draft Ben? I don't know. He was there. That's why I drafted him. I don't know how much use he'll be getting, but Kabutops is such an interesting Pokemon. He has such a weird move pool for what he is. It's Giga. He gets all these grass moves for some reason. He's a water rock type. I wanted him, look, I mean, his stats aren't bad. I wanted him also at that point, because this is where I was really worried about priority. Stab Aqua Jet. Kind of. Abilities aren't that bad. Shell Armor is pretty good. Swift Swim, if I really want to do a Rain Team. Battle Armor. Wait. What? Okay, well I was looking at Shell Armor. But yeah, Shell Armor does the same thing as Battle Armor. Yeah, Ben. Welcome to the team. I don't know if I'll use you at all, but you're there. Up next, we're leading up the PU tier with Mrs. Cuddles, our Gabite, and UU tier was such a disappointing tier for me. My first draft pick that I wanted right off the bat was Furfrou. Furfrou is a great Pokemon in PU, and I love Furfrou in general, and I was so excited to draft him. I was number 5 in PU. The team right above me was the Sutapas Agarons, and I was so confident. The Sutapas Agarons had no idea what they wanted to draft from the PU tier. They started looking around, and I was like, what are the options they're going to draft? Furfrou. I wrote down Furfrou. I had her in the team builder. I had her ready. And he randomly screamed Furfrou. And I was so mad. So upset. I just wanted Furfrou. But I ended up going with Gabite. And Gabite's not bad. I was looking more into it. And like in the heat of the moment, I was pretty upset. But looking at it, it's not bad. Decent physical attack for what he is. Good speed. Decent HP. And even then, I have access to Eviolite, which, not only that, he has basically the same move pool as Garchomp. I could run a lot of things Garchomp does. And at the same time, have more bulk. Garchomp is good, but, you know, when this bulk is not the best, having Eviolite, it's not the worst. 229 defense isn't bad. But Furfrou, this is Cuddles, you won't be. I'm definitely going to use you at least once. This is Cuddles, but don't be surprised if once is enough for me. Next in the PU tier we have Spooks, the Dusknoir. And Dusknoir, this was a Pokemon I really wanted. After Furfrou, Dusknoir was a Pokemon I very wanted. Look at it bulk. It's another Pokemon that's like kind of slow, which adds to our team of slow Pokemon. But look at these defenses and special defense and defense. 369, given Impish nature? What is Impish? Impish? 405, oh my goodness. God damn. What's a Mega Aggron? Are you kidding me? Did anyone grab Mega Aggron? Can't remember. Yeah, man, Spooks. I definitely want to use Spooks a lot. I'm definitely going to bring Dusknoir a couple games. Definitely going to see what I can do with him. Very good wall, and definitely gives me a lot of options. Like, in certain weeks where I don't want to bring, what's his base? Like, Mega Ampharos or something? Spooks is there. Up next for our third PU pick, we have Lieutenant Surge, the Raichu. Lieutenant Surge's nickname? I couldn't think of anything. Raichu isn't bad. I mean, this isn't doubles, so Raichu isn't the best. But for what Raichu can do, Raichu can still do. Pretty decent move pool, you know. If I really wanted to run physical, I can. And I can even run special. Act as the E-Speed, Double Edge, Fake Out, Facade, Grass Knot, Knockoff, Nasty Plot. He could be a screener, Nuzzle. His priority in the form of Quick Attack, Thunderbolt, Thunder Punch, Thunder Wave, Toxic. I could Bolt Switch. I have Bolt Tackle, Wild Charge, Wish. All these good moves with Raichu. I really don't see myself bringing Raichu a lot. But if I do bring Raichu, I have a lot of options for what I can do. Especially since besides Ampharos, Raichu is the only other electric type we have on this team. Raichu, I hope you're good. I pretty hope you're alright. Reality. They have no moves. Up next is our final PU pick and the final team member of the New York Noiverns. We have Bouffalant, the El Toro. Again, I did this. El Toro, the Bouffalant. Oh, I had to leave after a while from the draft, so I told my friend Tizekio, who drafted for me, I was like, yo, just pick Bouffalant if I can. I'm not upset I drafted Bouffalant because he's kind of in the same way as Duskmanar, as he's a decent physical wall and special wall with a very good physical attack. But look at his moves. He doesn't even have a move that starts with A that's useful. He doesn't need A's in his life. He has E. He doesn't have A, he has E. Earthquake, Facade, Head Charge. He has all the HP power, hidden powers, which I'll never use. Iron Head, Mega Horn, Outrage, Poison Jab that take care of those pesky fairies. Return, Rock Slide, Stone Edge, Substitute, Superpower, Swords Dance, Toxic, Wild Charge, then Headbutt. Up, he's got A. He's got A. It's not as good as Z, but he's got A. Bouffalant, Bouffalant, Bouffalant. You are a very interesting creature. Very interesting indeed. So, there we go. There is our draft for Season 2 of the PLA. I'm excited. I'm so happy with this draft. Of course, Furfrow's not here. I'm trying my hardest to work out some trades. But our draft is here, and options covered. I have almost an option for everything. With that pesky Mega Venusaur we're going up against week 1. I'll have something though. I'll have something pulled up my sleeve. I got my friends team building with me, and I'll have other coaches which you'll meet and be introduced to through these battles. Very awesome people. When I leave the links to their channels, definitely hit the subscribe button on their channel. Very, very awesome guys. But there's really not much I can say. I have some, like, one thing I am a little worried about. We have options, but I don't know if we have fluidity in our team. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Shoot. Synchronized? No. God, it's gonna kill me. Oh my goodness. What word am I looking for? This is gonna kill me. I really can't think of this word, but we have it. That's something we have it. I mean, no, we don't have it. We don't have, like, our options don't cover options. Like, our OU tiers kind of cover our weaknesses well. Like, you're weak to Steel, and you're weak to Steel, which is why I picked Mew. You're weak to Fighting, which is also why I have Mew, and my Gardevoir. But past that, I don't know, man. Our team is options, don't get me wrong. But in terms of, like, option coverage, like, yeah, coverage. That's what I'm kind of worried about. I don't know, I'm very on and off. Like I'm saying, I love this draft. I love every Pokemon we got. But then I'm worried, what weaknesses am I covering? What am I missing? Am I going to be bodied by something I'm not expecting? I don't know, man. PLA, I'm not the best battler, which is why I'm kind of, like, questioning myself. But our draft, I'm pretty sure if anyone else had our draft, I'd be trembling in fear. But I hope our opponents tremble in fear as we are going for W's every single week. I'm happy, I'm ready, and I'm so excited to be bringing you this PLA New York Noiverns hype. you guys are ready to see what we can do with our 20 mod, make sure you go land a crit and a like button down below. And if you want to keep up to date with the PLA, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'll leave a link to the PLA Twitter in the description. I hope you guys are ready, because the Noiverns are ready. We're coming out of the shadows, and we're going to be taking some W's. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next time.